What is up, everybody? It is Maximilian Deer, and today on episode 14 of How to Dispo, I'm going to teach you how you can sell your wholesale deals in less than 24 hours. All right, guys. So you get a property under contract, and we actually just got 2 properties under contract today, and we're going to go through these examples, and I'm going to show you how I would sell them in less than 24 hours, and I may even sell them on this live stream. It may happen. How do we get a property from under contract? We got the contract signed to sold. We sent the assignment agreement. We sold the contract for, I don't know, what do you guys think? $5,000 more? Nah. Maybe $10,000 more? That's not bad. Or maybe $20, $30, $40, $50,000 more. How do you do that? Well, I'll tell you right now, guys, I've sold hundreds of wholesale deals, and countless of them I have sold in less than 24 hours. I sold a lot of them the same day. I've even sold some as fast as 12 minutes after I got them under contract. How is that possible? Imagine 12 minutes later making $22,000 on a land deal. And it wasn't just my land deal. It was actually Ryan Binion's land deal, who may be here in the chat. He's in the Discord. He's one of the wholesalers in our community. We sold his deal and made $22,000 12 minutes later. How? Well, we got to work backwards, because that's pro level, and you guys are going to get there. But your goal is, can we sell a deal in less than 24 hours? To do it in 12 minutes, you need to have the fattest, nicest buyers list and have buyers that trust you, and it needs to be a certain type of deal. Can you guess what type of deal? I mentioned land. It can be one other type of deal. But to sell deals in 24 hours, what do we do? What softwares do we use? What do we say? How do we do it? I'm going to show you real examples right now. Guys, how do you like the new mic? I bought the Joe Rogan mic. I only dropped a nice $550. How does it sound? Do you guys need the volume up, volume down? What do you guys think? I miss you guys. If you guys have any deals, send them to maxdispo.com and I'll get them sold. I can't guarantee I'll sell it in 24 hours, but I'll try. If I got a buyer for it, you know it's going to be sold in 24 hours. So let's walk through that. Let's look at our new deals, guys. Let's just talk about dispoing. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. I seen you post on IG. It's cool. Hey, what's up, bro? Love to see you, Bougie. All right, guys. So today we're going to be going through a couple deals that I actually got, and we're going to see if we can also sell them. And I'm going to teach you the tips and tricks that I did at my for the last 3-4 years of wholesaling, but that I used at our company to generate over $1 million in assignment fees. I'm going to teach you exactly what I taught our agents and what I currently teach our team. I reveal all the secrets. But let's first look at the candidates in question. Let me pull up these deals. So I'm on my Go High level, guys. I'm on my CRM. We got this property here in Cleveland, Ohio. Check this one out. This one, guys, got sent to me by Jacob. So guys, Jacob in the community, he sent me his property. You guys can't see it because I'm not sharing my screen. Here you go. How can we sell this house in less than 24 hours? Do you guys know? I'm going to teach you. Okay, we got this property. It's a nice little 1,200 square foot house in Cleveland, Ohio. Really, really good wholesale market. I'm actually really excited for this deal. This is going to be a fun one. We're going to work on this one today. And then we also got this property. So all of these deals, guys, are actually coming from you, the community. You guys are sending them to maxdispo.com. I do a lot of JV deals, but I also do my own direct to seller. And I actually just sold a property, I believe, yesterday. It was a novation deal. I have another one. I have a lot of deals going on, guys. It's crazy. I really appreciate you guys and all your support. I got to pull up this land deal. I just need to figure out which one it is. I'm actually a little bit confused. So there's so many deals in here. I'll come back to it. We also got another land deal, and I'll ask the team where it is. I think it's getting ready for marketing. So let's just start with this one, then we'll get into land later. So the question is, Max, we're 5 minutes in. How do I sell this property in 24 hours? Well, obviously, it needs to be a good deal, because a bad deal, it's not going to sell. And just an average deal may not sell in 24 hours. So we got to make sure it's a good deal. And in order to make sure it's a good deal, we got to price it well. And in order to price it well, we need to get it cheap. So you guys really need to be getting these properties cheap. And yes, involves comping. So let's quickly look at this property. We're just going to pull it up on Zillow here. It's in this neighborhood. It's right in here. These are sold properties in the last 12 months. Okay. Now, as you guys can see, our property, I'll show you some pictures to now so you can just look at what we're dealing with here. Let me pull up some pictures. Got to find that other deal. I don't know where it is. My CRM's all confusing. All right, here it is, guys. So this property, it's actually pretty nice, but it needs some work. So I let my little repair people in the chat tell me how much work do you think we need to put on this house? What do you guys think? The bathrooms look nice, right? Everything's looking pretty good. Just a little dirty. Needs that paint, needs new carpet. And as you guys can see here, you see how the ceiling looks a little ugly? That means it needs probably a new roof and the ceiling is leaking. So we're going to have to budget probably, I don't know, budget $10,000 for a roof. What do you guys think repairs are? Now, it's going to depend on the market, but I'm going to tell you guys my opinion. If you just want to turn this into a rental, I think Christian's right. 15 to 20K, you turn this thing into a rental. This is a cheap neighborhood in Cleveland. Super cheap neighborhood in Cleveland, guys. But if you really wanted to make this place nice, my guess is about 40K. That's somewhere. So Adrian said 30 to 40K. I think you nailed your numbers, Adrian. Great guess. So with all that being said, let's quickly look at this property and let's see, in order to sell a deal in 24 hours, guys, we need to sell it affordably, right? We can't be asking some ridiculous price. But in order to sell it affordably, we got to get the deal cheap. So we got to be shooting out lowball offers. Don't feel bad to lowball people. These houses, they're not going to find a traditional buyer. They got to find a cash buyer. This is an ugly house. So two ways to comp. You guys can comp based off of the full potential value of the property or the current potential, the current value of the property. It's called ARV and as is. So let's see if we can pull up a good as is comp somewhere around where we are. I think our property's on Soika. This house is bigger. This house is a little bit bigger. Hold on, let's try to find a good comp. All right, so this one, guys, sold for $79,000, and look at this. Needs a new roof. It's pretty ugly, right? Doesn't that look? I mean, it looks better than ours. Like that kitchen's better than ours. The house is better than ours, but that thing sold for $79,000. Now it did have 3 baths, so I don't know what's going on there. But that's a pretty, that gives us some information. This one sold for $78,000. So I'm starting to get the vibe that these houses that are nice, but not like beautiful, are worth about like, 70, 80,000. Ours needs a little bit of work to get there, but not a lot. Okay. So that's one way to comp. The other way to comp is to figure out what the full potential value is. And by doing that, I pretty much determined that fixed up houses are selling about 140. You can see here, one's 153. That one's a little bit bigger. This one's 155. That one's also slightly bigger. So I would plug my numbers into wholesalecalculators.com. Unfortunately, it's still not out yet. So just a quick back of the napkin numbers here, guys. We say ARV is 140. And some people use the 70% rule. You know me, guys, I prefer the 90% rule. Using the 70% rule, you would just do 140 times 70% minus your repairs, which we're going to say is 40K to get to full potential value. That brings us to 28. What's that? 40. That brings us to about 60K should be our offer using the 70% rule. Maybe sell it around 60K depending on the market. So maybe we should be offering 50K, something around there, right? I don't know. And then a 90% rule, which is how I prefer to run my numbers, says, hey, take 140, times that by 90%, which in this case would be about 125. Now subtract 40, which is 85. Now subtract about 40 to be safe. And that sort of tells you where a buyer is going to buy. That means the buyer is going to make 40K profit. So that gives me 45. Okay, so that gives us an idea of where buyers would buy it. Maybe somewhere around 45, 50, 60, somewhere around there. So where did Jacob get this deal? Well, let's open up his contract here. I don't want to dox him. So let me make sure I open up his contract respectfully. Let's see, guys. In order to sell a deal in 24 hours, we got to make sure we got a good deal. Investors are paying 70 grand for sort of fixed up houses. My numbers are telling me that an investor would probably pay around 50 is what I'm seeing. It all makes sense. And guys, this is what Jacob locked up the property for. Check out his contract. Shout out to Jacob. He locked it up for $38,500. Claps to Jacob, guys. Claps to Jacob. So Jacob did a great job. So I think we're going to try to put this property out about 50K. And I think we're going to try to make, between us, maybe about 11,500. Sounds good, right? If we really, really, really want to sell it in 24 hours, maybe we got to take 45. I'll ask Jacob's permission, but he may be okay making, $3,000-$4,000 and I make $3,000-$4,000. That's not bad. Just depends with Jacob, right? So damn, let's go Jacob. So first step, guys, is we need to be getting properties under contract at a cheap price. You're never going to sell a deal fast if it's not a good deal. Can we just be clear there? I had to clear that up for the first 10 minutes. Max, that was obvious. I know. But you guys, we can't be selling deals in 24 hours if they're not good deals. So now that the obvious is out of the way, Max, you have this house. It's a good deal. How do I sell it in 24 hours? Whether that's you or me. Well, we got two options here, guys. You get a property. Okay. You get a property and you guys want to sell it in 24 hours. You can either do it yourself or you can JV. If you want to JV, up to you who you want to send it to. You can send it to someone like me, maxdispo.com, and you just say, okay, hey, Max, I got a property in Ohio, right? You send it over to me. It goes to my team and my expert sales team. We go and sell it. That's one option. Why would you guys want to do that? Max, you're just trying to get yourself deals. Yep, sure. But why would you want to do that? Because the time that you're going to spend selling a deal, you need to ask yourself, is it worth it? Could you be going out and getting 3, 4, 5 more properties under contract? Ryan Binion here, guys. Again, the Ryan Binion we just talked about. He doesn't do any dispositions himself. All he does is focus on getting contracts, and he lets someone else sell them because he knows the time it takes to sell one contract, he can go get 3, 4 other deals, and he's making over $100,000 per month. Some months he's closing over $250,000 in 1 month. But let's say you do want to do the deal yourself, okay? You don't want to JV with someone. That's fine. You can send it to me. You can send it to someone else, whatever you want. The first step, guys, is when you get a deal, immediately you want to send it over to your list of cash buyers. Now, I have a fat CRM, and in my CRM, there's cash buyers, right? And you want to make sure that you organize your cash buyers by specific buy boxes. So let's talk about those buy boxes here for a second. This is if you have buyers, okay? So step one is you actually have buyers. Don't worry, guys. You can guess what step 2 is going to be. And that's what we're going to work on for this Cleveland, Ohio deal. Although I do have Cleveland, Ohio buyers, we're going to go find some Cleveland, Ohio buyers. Step 2 is find buyers. But let's say you already have buyers. Well, I hope for step 1 that you've organized your buyers by what we call their buy boxes. This is the type of properties that your buyers buy because every buyer is different. Not everybody wants a house in Cleveland, Ohio. Right? So the first thing you want to organize your buy box by is the market. Do they buy in that specific location? The second thing is the property type. What type of properties are they buying? Are they buying land? Are they buying houses? Let's get more specific. Are they buying, multifamily? Do they buy duplexes? Like what specifically type of properties are they buying? Okay. That is very, very, very important. So property type. Now, next, we want to also organize our buyers. And don't worry, I'm going to get into calling here later. I know you guys are bored. You guys are, why are you talking about finding buyers? I'll do the calls later. Don't worry. Property type. There's a lot of different things, guys. I'm just going to give you the main ones. Also, the ARV range. Fancy way of just saying the price range. Right? Some buyers like to do $1 million properties. Some like to do $100,000 properties. Next, you have the repair range. Some people just want to do light rehab, like this one. It's a light rehab play. Some people want to do, full flips and guts. So the rehab range, repair range. All right. This is already a really, really, really good start. If you guys can get this, that would be a great start. If you really want to get specific, though, you can also say the financing type or the strategy type. What do I mean by that? Some people want to just do, some people want to do sub 2, right? You got those creative buyers. Some people just want to do cash. Some people want to do BRRRRs. Like this gets a little bit more confusing if you're new, but there's a lot of different strategies, okay? So that's sort of how you want to organize your buyers. So what I would do is I'd go through my CRM. I actually have a custom tool that blasts the deal straight to the right buyers, but that's going to be revealed later. And I would send the deal out to the buyers who fit this buy box. Okay, that's if you have it. All right. But if you don't have it, how can we find buyers who do fit that buy box? All right. That's what we're going to work on today. So if you already have buyers, it's much easier. It's much, much easier, but we don't have buyers. So I'm going to quickly show you process of finding buyers. And then we're going to talk about the next steps, which is actually then selling the deal. Okay. Selling the deal. Once we find a buyer, we'll talk about this at the end. You're going to have to send an assignment contract. You have to get EMD, and you have to open up title. So I'm going to explain all that stuff at the end. But now let's work on the fun stuff, which is finding the buyer. All right. Let's go find some buyers for this deal. All right. Let's look at your guys' questions here. When you find a deal, do you talk to the realtor? If there is a realtor, you have to talk to the realtor. Yes. Oftentimes there's no realtors. I have a land under contract max in Cleveland, Ohio, off market. I have it under contract for $12K. Lands are selling for $13K to $45K. Yes, I'll help you dispo it. I'll just say that if you got it for $12K and it's only worth $13K, I'm sorry, it's not worth my time and it's not worth your time. Maybe it's worth your time, but it's probably not. We're looking for deals with at least a 5K spread, but preferably a 10K spread. So if that's a 12K land deal and you can actually sell it for 22, 25, 30, 40, let's go. Hey, yo, what's up, Carrot? When do we have our thing? I just got back in town. When's our thing, Carrot? I was just wearing my Carrot shirt too. Damn. So yeah, but yeah, send it over to Tamara. You can send it to me. You can send it to me over to me now if you want, Tamara. We can look at your deal. After contract is signed, then picks and lockbox for investors, buyers. Such a great question, Nick. So here, I'll walk you through the process on this deal, and then we're going to go and quickly call buyers. So this property, guys, there's actually a checklist. If you guys actually go to my free course, I have a 100% free course. Okay, I don't sell anything. Let's go to howtowholesale.com. You can go /course. I would love for you guys all to join. I'll drop the link here in the chat if you guys want to actually join the course. I'll drop it here in a second. But if you go in here and you go to the classroom and then you go to the acquisitions page, go to the resources here, and then you'll see there's a video breakdown right here of the 28. Oh, it's actually, you don't even need to use a video, but there is a video breakdown. There's 28 steps to get a deal. Okay. And you need these 28 things to sell a property. So you mentioned a couple really important things. Obviously, we need to know all about the property. We need to have the comps and the pictures. So that's what you're saying. Where is the carrot bottle? I'll be completely honest. I lost my carrot bottle on the plane. We like landed on the plane, and then I had my bottle and it just flew out of my hand because the pilot couldn't land a plane for his life. And the bottle went flying, and then everyone started laughing at me, and I was too embarrassed for someone to ask to give me my bottle back. It was really tragic. So I need a new carrot bottle. Okay. But yeah, this is all the information we need, guys, in order to sell a property to an investor. So, you asked after contract is signed, picks and investors. So yeah, after the contract is signed, guys, you need to get pictures of the property. That means that you can ask the seller to provide you pictures, or you're going to have to pay a bird dog or someone to go and take those pictures for you. That can be $100, $200, $300. I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't be more than $100 though. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Okay. If you JV with me, I can help you out on those costs. Just hit me up. Sometimes I just cover the cost for people, even though I probably shouldn't. But yeah, you want to get pictures of the property. And then also, yeah, you're going to want to put it on lockbox if it's vacant. If it's vacant. So there's two types of properties. Now, you actually just sort of got where I was going to go. But guys, if you want to sell a deal in 24 hours, I'm going to tell you right now, it is near impossible to sell a property in 24 hours that has a tenant or that has someone living there. So in the beginning of this video, I said, there's a certain type of property. There's a couple properties that can sell in 24 hours. It's land and it's vacant, first come, first serve properties. So if your property is vacant and you can just put a lockbox on there, you can sell in less than 24 hours. I actually have a full video on a property that Tim sent me. That was actually a pretty crazy deal. I need to redo the thumbnail on that video. The thumbnail sucks. But I sold that property in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Let me see. Which video is it? But the reason I sold it so cheap was because it was vacant, right? And so fast, I mean, well, it was also cheap. The reason I sold so fast because the property was vacant. I don't know. I'll find the video later. So, and then yes, then you got to put a lockbox on there. How can I join the school? Okay, let me give you guys the stream link, and then let me start calling some buyers. Guys, I know that's the only thing you guys want to see is me calling buyers. You guys don't like me talking. So let me start calling some buyers. But here, let me give you guys the, here you go. This is the free course. Bam, it's pinned in the chat. All right, cool. I love probates. Almost as love. I'm not going to say that. That's a bad joke. I love probates. Okay. Sucks for the people who died, but the money is very good on probates. All right, there's the link, guys. It's in the chat now. So how do we go and find buyers for our deals, guys? How do we find buyers? So if you guys are just tuning in now, I explained to you what we need to do before we start calling our buyers. Everything we need to do in order to sell a deal in 24 hours. You guys have the whole checklist. You guys have all the information. Now we got to go and find the buyers if we don't already have them. Okay, so we can use some different softwares. Some of these are free, some of these are cheap, some of these are expensive. If you're broke, and it's okay, if you're broke, you can do two things. Well, again, you can always send your deals over to maxdispo.com. You can always JV with someone and let someone else sell your deal. Perfectly viable. I actually recommend you probably should. But if not, you can just be using softwares like Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is actually a software. And if you guys don't think it's possible, I probably sold over $1 million in deals with just Facebook. Okay? You can find a ton of good buyers on Facebook. Okay? You just, if let's say we got this deal, okay? It's a Cleveland, Ohio real estate. You go and you join all the Cleveland, Ohio real estate groups. So these are all the groups. We go in there and we join them. And then in here, guys, we can do two things. We can post our deals, or you can be big brain and steal other wholesalers' buyers. So this person posted a deal. Fatmatma Turnkara Thornton. We're going to steal her buyers. This person may be a buyer. This person may be a buyer. Guess what? Sucks for you, Fatmatma. Those are now my buyers. So I can click his profile. I want to make sure he's actually a buyer. To me, he's not a buyer. He looks like a wholesaler. Okay. I just do this enough to know that this guy is not actually a buyer. He's a wholesaler. Okay. Now this person, you could click on them. They don't look like a buyer to me. So we would just keep going. But yeah, you can absolutely just steal other people's buyers, or you can go and post your deals in here and try to find buyers yourself. Extremely, extremely, extremely viable. This guy, look, buyer. Probably a buyer. Maybe a wholesaler, but probably a buyer. Okay. This guy looks like a buyer. Bam. Like, guys, just go message these people. Okay. Let's say this guy. He likes Jesus. That's cool. Jesus is great. Jesus was a great guy. So now we're going to say, I have an off-market house in Cleveland, Ohio. Fix and flip. 40K net profit. ARV is 140K. And what do we want to ask, guys? 50 and asking 50K. Are you interested? You can write this better. I'm too lazy. There you go. All right. Done. Now you can just copy that message. You can also attach a pictures link. You can attach all the info. You can go find buyers this way. If you don't think it's possible, I'm telling you, it's so freaking possible. But let's say you guys got a little bit of money. Who here has a couple $100 they can spend? If you do, that's cool. You can go to XLeads. And if you sign up for, this is my favorite. You can do different things too. Actually, you know, I'll show you a different strategy too. But if you sign up for the Pro and the X plan, you get access to, oh shoot, I just closed XLeads. I was trying to open it. Look how much easier this is. Instead of going to Facebook groups, I'm just going to show you the progressively easier ways to do this. Okay. And then I'm going to call them. I promise you I'm going to call them. Oh God, I got to log in. Okay. Yes, is that technically, I think that's a bicycle. Let's go. Nailed it. We go to the Dispo section. We go to Cleveland, Ohio. No, not Cleves. What the hell is Cleves? Cleves is a place. Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland, Ohio. How many Clevelands are there? Cleveland, Ohio. And then we let it cook. And these are all the top fix and flippers in Cleveland, Ohio. And if we click on one, it's going to give me their phone number. I'm not going to show it on here because this video will be taken off of YouTube. So we can just go through here and start calling. And then the third and the best way I'm going to show you next. But let's first start here. All right. You can filter it, make it a little bit better, whatever you guys want. I'm going to quickly just go down through this list right now and start calling buyers. Now we're 30 minutes in. This is how you sell your wholesale deals in 24 hours. This property, this one is vacant. It's first come, first serve. I think it's possible to sell in 24 hours. However, the last thing you guys need to know before we get started, we need to arm ourselves with the information. We need to be prepared. So I have all the information open on my CRM. You need to know how to sell it. Okay. What's the pitch? What's the pitch, guys? What's the pitch? Okay. Here is what I would do on this one. So, hey, I got a property, Cleveland, Ohio. It's a fix and flip. Are you interested? Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, yeah, it's in a pretty good neighborhood, safe neighborhood. I actually don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just going to say it is. Yeah, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom, but it's in really good condition. It just needs a new roof and a little bit of cosmetics. I think 20 grand can do it if you're a little bit of a slumlord, but honestly, 30 to 40K should cover it. And I'm only asking 50K, which is crazy because other properties are selling for 60, 70, 80 in similar condition. I just really need to sold fast. My loss, your gain. And I think fixed up, it's worth about 140. I've seen some comps sell at 150. So, is this a property that you want to check out? That's it. Once we get them interested, then I'm going to teach you how we freaking sell them and get this thing sold in 24 hours because we're going to have to push them. We're going to have to give them the heat. We're going to have to drop bombs like, hey, I got 2 other investors coming to see this property in, like 4 hours. Is it possible that you can make it out there in the next hour? The lockbox code is 1234. Can you get out there? If you get out there first, I'll send you over the assignment agreement. Send me over the non-refundable EMD. It's only $5,000. The property is yours. Okay. Right. We got to put the pressure on them. Oh man, it sounds like a great deal. I'm just really busy today. Sir, I get it. You're a busy man, but you could be making $40,000 on this property. Are you telling me you're too busy to spend 5 minutes to make $40,000? I know I'm not, but maybe you are. Fine. Okay. Here, man. I just sent you over all the information. Just spend 5 minutes with me on the phone. Let's walk through it together. Okay, yeah, let's walk through it together. Man, I'm only free tonight at 8. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to call you back at 7. Does 7 work for you? No, I'm only free at 8. 6? Dude, you're pissing me off. Okay, fine. I'll call you back at 8, man. We got to sell. You get what I'm trying to say there, guys? We got to actually sell. So let's make some calls. Let's sell this freaking house. I've had enough. Of not selling. Let's go sell this house. Jacob and I, we're going to make 12K today. What are you guys going to do? You guys are going to watch this and then go do the same thing. Go find some deals. All right. Let's go make some dials. Let's call some buyers. What do you guys think? Should we drop? So, I currently do like how to wholesale Tuesday, Thursdays, and I do like the how to dispo Monday, Wednesdays. Should I just make them all how to wholesale? I know you guys like when I just cold call people better. It gets way more views. You guys appreciate it. I think that's what I'm going to do, but you guys let me know in the chat if I shouldn't. And then I think that's actually better. I think that's what we're going to do. I just decided, guys. I think that's what we're going to do. So right now, guys, I'm going through the buyers. Some days we'll do buyers. I don't know. Do you guys mostly like the me finding deals? You guys like me finding deals? You guys like me selling? I can see how most people like when I actually find deals. See, guys, all of these people, this guy's done 10 flips. This person's done 11 flips. Look at all this stuff. So we're going to call these buyers. It's going to take a little bit to get someone on the phone, but we'll try. I think that's what we do going forward.
The subscriber you have.
Motherfucker. If you're watching this with your kids, tell your kid to go back to his room because I'm about to get angry if I don't sell this house. And sometimes I cuss like a sailor. All right. This one doesn't have a phone number. We're just sitting here dialing, guys. Ahoy. Ahoy, bro. Ahoy. The easiest way, guys, to actually do this is to load this entire list into your CRM right here and then call them from there. I probably should have done that, but I forgot. So I'm just going to individually just go through a few right now and see if I can find someone. But don't worry, I'm still going to show you the best strategy here afterwards. What do you guys think? Do you dispo trust acquisitions? Do you mean like subject to deals? Go back X leads. That's what we're doing right now, Phil. Yes, but I prefer it has to be a really good deal. I'm very picky about my sub 2 deals. But yeah, if you send them to maxdispo.com, you can just click sub 2 and send me your sub 2 deal for sure. I do dispo them. Investor lift is way better. It's way better. It's not even a comparison. I'll show you here in a second why it's so much better. If you guys want to check out any of the softwares I'm using, just go to maxmilliondeer.com. maxmilliondeer.com.
Hello. I'm unable to take your call right now. If
Damn.
you leave your name and number, I will get back to you. Thank you and have a good day.
Hey, my name is Max. I got an off-market house in Cleveland, Ohio. Looking for $50K on it, and ARV is 150, maybe 140, and it doesn't need a lot of work. So if you're interested, feel free to call me back on it. I'm looking to sell it today. Thanks. Follow up with this guy with the text. Be like something, just blue ball him, get his interest. Hey, I got an off-market house in Cleveland, OH. Are you buying? Just get him interested. That's it. All right, let's keep on calling. All right, guys, that's what we're gonna do. Starting Thursday, I think how to dispo and coffee. I think it's dead. I think we're just gonna do how to wholesale every freaking day from here on out. I think it's better that way. All right. Let me keep on calling. All right. I use Xleads for list acquisition, investor lift for. Hey, yes, we use Max Dispo for dispositions. All right. I'm struggling to find the right person to call, so I'm probably going to switch over to number 3 here shortly, but I'm trying to get someone on the phone. 440-808-0581. Damn it. Wholesaling on market is not dead. You just need to get it, at least in my opinion, 30K under list. So shoot for at least, so if the property is listed at 120, at least 90,000 or less is a good rule of thumb. How to use Xleads ooh, that's a good one. How to use code 10 off. So guys, right now we are calling this landlord who owns 8 properties with Xleads.
Please leave your message for 4.
Oh, we're not getting anyone yet. We will find someone. Gotta find some buyers in Cleveland, Ohio. All right. Guys, which name are we liking? CF Realty? Okay. All right. CF Realty it is. Okay. Don't look at the screen, please. There we go. We're going to keep calling until someone answers. Next time, I got to load the list into freaking Dialer. I always forget. Yeah, there's an affiliate link in the Discord. It's been great. I mean, RJ has personally helped me a lot on my closing skills. So it's paid for itself in fold, just based off of my closing skills. Hi, I got an off-market house in Cleveland, Ohio, and I heard y'all were the best buyers there. Okay, You are not the best buyer there. Goodbye. Okay. So guys, there's another option you guys can do is let's sneak back over to the leads section here. Zach personally reminded me of it. So thank you, Zach. Let's grab our property that we are wholesaling. Okay. This is the one. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug it back into here. And there's this new feature that I can always forget about called Buyer Match AI. And again, guys, if you guys want to sign up for X Leads, if you use the code 10 off, I know Zach doesn't like this. Don't tell Zach I say it, even though he's probably watching this. You do get 10 bucks off if you use that code. For some reason, he hasn't removed that. Now, this is what the AI says is the best buyers. So let's just go through here and call these people. I think if I put my screen this small, it may be okay. Actually, that does not work at all. Okay. I am calling. Let's see if we can find a buyer.
The number you have reached has been disconnected or is no longer.
Dude, I haven't checked my. I think they went to 0. I would be very, very confident that that has gone to 0. All right. Let's find the buyer here. I'm gonna do this, guys.
If you know your party's
I'm gonna do this, guys, for about 5 more minutes to 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna switch over to Zach's favorite software, Investor Lift. Okay. We're just calling, guys. We haven't had much luck yet, but I'm telling you the luck will turn. Just wait. You got to stick with this. You got to do this a few hours a day to build your guys' buy boxes. We'll get some calls going here shortly. I've never heard of Newly leads. No. Best way to find nationwide expired listings? X leads? Dude, pull them up on X leads, bro. Hi. Oh my.
Take your call. Please leave it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna punch somebody. I'm physically gonna get violent here soon. Okay, dude. Yeah, if you go to X Leads and you just look up expired listings, you can just pull up a nationwide list. All right, you know what, bro? Do you want me to pull you a list? I mean, nationwide is a bit much. There's like a million.
Hello?
Hey, I got an off-market house in Cleveland, Ohio. Fix and flip. Do you buy there?
What do you mean?
Do you buy? You don't buy houses?
No,
Do you want a house?
no, we don't.
Dang. All right. I appreciate your time. Fuck. Hey. That's cool. Now, dude, Robert's sick. All right, guys. Do a few more minutes of this, and then I'm going to switch over to the mighty Investor Lift. So, guys, what I'm doing right now, X Leads, it's an all-in-one software. It can do your acquisitions. It can do your disposition. It can do your CRM. Okay. But Investor Lift, which I'm going to switch over to here shortly, this is a dispositions focused software. And it's not like $100, $200 a month like X Leads. It's more like $1,000+ a month. Okay. Depending on the plan. And it is very, very good at one thing and one thing only is dispositions. Okay. So this is really what I use a lot to help me run my business. And we're going to get here shortly. Just want to try to find some buyers with this. Okay, we're going to call Ming. Nope, Ming doesn't have a phone number. All right. We are struggling a bit here. What about Aaliyah? Okay. Let's get this house sold.
The service.
Oh my, you motherfucker. You actually want to get hurt. I'm going to fly to Cleveland and hurt you. Dude, who was that WWE wrestler dude that like Ray J? Like, fuck. You guys know what I'm talking about? Knocked the dude unconscious and punched him like 77 times or whatever. I'm about to do that to Ming here. I'm gonna do that to John. If John doesn't answer, I'm gonna do that to John. John, meet me in the ring, John. All right, guys. We got one more in us, and then we're switching. All right, my contractor just messaged me. about my fix and flip. I'll show you guys the updates after I get someone. It was Rampage Jackson's son. Yeah, that was a Raja, not Ray J. Raja.
Good afternoon, law office.
Oh, hi. I thought you guys were buying off-market properties in Cleveland. Do I have the wrong number?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh! All right, we're switching over. Sorry, guys. So now there's another software you can use. There's a lot of softwares, but this one is very, very good for dispositions. Let's try this. Okay. Let's see if I have my property up and loaded. So here, guys, with InvestLift, if you want to check it out, feel free to click my link right here. You guys can check out all of my recommended softwares. Here, guys, you just go and post a property. So we go in, we post our property, and then we blast it to all of the top buyers. So we can set this up and do this, and then we can start to call some buyers. So let's make sure our ad is well written. This may be a little bit boring for a minute or two. I'm sorry. Just stick with it here. Let me go in and make sure that this ad is well written, and we're going to blast it to some top buyers, and then I'm going to call all these buyers, and I'm going to sell this freaking house today, because if not, I'm going to get really freaking angry because I want to make 12 grand today. Okay, let's get this thing sold. We're saying ARV is 140. I think that's pushing it. I'm going to drop this to 150. All this looks good. This looks good. Turn 48,000 into, oh God, what a terrible, I got to fix this. Cleveland, fix and flip, huge profit, say light rehab. If you guys have questions, this is a good time to ask questions. I'm just getting the ad written. So here, ARV 140 probably. Estimated repairs of, here you can say 20,000 to 40,000. You're looking at roughly, I don't like the gross profit. I'm gonna say 40,000 in gross profit. This is kind of okay. Who wrote this? Probably my VA. Okay, light rehab only, just cosmetic upgrade. There you go. You got to put all the rehab in there, as is comps already moving for 68K, and you're buying this property 20K below market value. True. Access is by showing. I think it's first come, first serve. I don't think anyone's living there. Comps are, so then here we put all of our comps, which is perfect. You got to always put your comps on deals. Repair. I think there's some extra repairs that they didn't put in here. Here I'm going to say all new plumbing in the house. You guys want to say all the good things about the house. All new plumbing, new water heater, and furnace. Okay. All right. This is good enough. We'll make this work. I could write a better ad, but we're just going to make this work for now. Sorry about that, guys. Photos, got to make sure you got all your photos in there. We got our photos in there. Let's get this property sold. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is when I mark this property as available, it's going to do something called an AI blast. And this is going to blast a deal to all the top buyers using AI. Now, I have the most expensive plan on InvestLift. I actually have a plan on InvestLift that's not available to the public. We'll skip this part. And what it just did right now, or what it's about to do, is do an AI blast. So you'll see that come in here shortly. So InvestorLift, guys, by no means is it a cheap software. And there are different plans. So if you guys are interested, click the link that I have pinned to check it out. Up to you guys, or you can just JV with me. But essentially what we just did is you have a plan. Oh, did they rename this to Pro? Has it always been Pro? I think they literally just renamed that. Anyways, maybe it wasn't renamed. These plans, guys, are good for just like your regional markets. Like if you're just wholesaling in one small market. Falcon's good if you're wholesaling in multiple markets, or like, I guess like a big area like DFW. And then Lieutenant is what most people have. And again, like just this is the price annually. It's not cheap. Not most people, but like most big wholesalers have. I have another plan here called Cartel. It's not really public. It's sort of like I get special access where I get access to over 5 million buyers. But essentially, I just AI autopilot. I just AI blasted the deals to the top buyers. And now we're going to use Artemis mode to call these top buyers and follow up with them. So let me show you what that sequence looks like. So again, guys, step 1 of selling a deal in 24 hours is, well, make sure it's a good deal. Step 2 is go through your VIP buyers in your CRM. I would recommend something like X Leads and Go High Level to keep track of your buyers. So that's what I would do first. And then step 3 is go and find new buyers for your deal. And if you guys do all 3 of that, if it's a good deal and it's first come, first serve or land, you can probably sell it within 24 hours. So now, as you guys can see, the property was just blasted to 110 buyers. It's been a couple seconds, and we already have a 10% click-through rate, which is not bad. So we already have 11 people that clicked on our text message and our email, and you can see all the people that clicked on it. So now I'm going to go back to these people, and I'm actually going to call them up. So I'm going to go to Artemis mode here, and now it's going to show me all of the top hot buyers, and now I'm going to call these people. So let's try to get this property sold here. Oh, hey, did anyone? Wait, I don't think someone booted a company from my chat. That's funny. Anyways, I don't. That's sort of funny. All right, let's start calling some buyers. So, all right, let's do it. This chick, probably a wholesaler. You can just tell who you think or who is not a wholesaler. All right. Let's make some dials. Today is the day we're going to sell this property. You guys just like me on the phone. I know what the people want. You guys just want me on the phone. See you, Tamara. No, I like RV parks, Audrey. Sorry about that. I do like RV parks.
Hello, this is Michael.
Hey, Michael. I think you may have just checked out my house in Cleveland, Ohio.
I did. I saw the number. It looked like it matched the 626, and I answered because it looked like you were calling about this one 44120. Yeah.
There you go. What questions can I answer?
It actually looks like it could be a great one for us. We actually pretty much exclusively buy in 4 zip codes in Cuyahoga County, which is why I clicked on this so fast. A lot of the time we are able to buy sight unseen, but it doesn't look like there's too many photos here. I'm crossing my fingers. Is there any chance you guys have some more photos of the property?
I do not.
Okay. Would it be possible to get a walkthrough ASAP on this one?
I can get you a walkthrough ASAP. Let me see what the lockbox code is and access, and I'll get back to you here shortly. Is this something that you're closing on, or do you have another buyer for it?
We would be closing on ourselves, yeah.
Okay, and then you're closing on it, or you're double closing on it?
No, we would be purchasing ourselves, yeah. For context, I'm local here at the Cleveland market. We usually buy 2 properties a month, turn them around into rentals, and we've been doing that for a couple of years now, steady.
Love it. Well, perfect. No, that seems. And then I'm just curious, you guys just doing long-term rentals, Section 8 on these, or what do you do?
Long-term rentals, either cash or Section 8, but no short-term or anything. If it's cash or Section 8, really just depends on the area. 44120 is probably going to be Section 8 for us.
Okay. Gotcha. Perfect. Let me see if I got some notes on that. I'm going to reach out to my partner. What time would you like to circle by to walk the house?
I'd be able to this afternoon if we have the lockbox code. If not, is this vacant? It looks like.
I believe it's vacant. From the pictures, I think it's vacant.
Okay. Were you asking for a time to schedule to meet someone there though?
No, just wanted just to curious, because I know I just put this out, but I had some of my own buyers who are also interested in the property who are on my buyers list. So I just wanted to coordinate with everyone. But it seems like you guys are very interested, so I want to make sure that I get you guys in.
Yeah, just let me know if there's any time restrictions. I mean, I could go this afternoon, or really, I'm looking at my calendar. Anytime tomorrow after 10 a.m.
Okay, let me make a quick call and then just call you back here on it.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks. Talk to you.
All right, bye. Let's fucking go! Woo! This is why I pay the big bucks for this software. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this thing sold. You guys thought I was bullshitting when I say you can sell something in less than 24 hours. You guys thought I was just full of shit. You guys, all of you guys thought I was full of shit. You told you. You look at the deal. We take our time. We look at the deal. We make sure it's a good deal. Okay? We understand the deal. We feel up the deal. Okay, not in a creepy way. Like we get used to the deal. We understand the deal. We love the deal. Then we reach out to our current buyers, and then we reach out to new buyers. I showed you the free way. I showed you a pretty cheap way, and then I showed you the expensive way. All right, this guy, he wants it. It's first come, first serve. I'm going to give him access. He's going to go look at it today. I told him there's other buyers interested. There is no one else interested. That it does not matter because I'll probably get other people interested here shortly. That's called a sales tactic, whatever. And then he's going to go out there. If he wants it, I'm going to call him back here shortly and be like, hey, man, so I can get you access at 3 p.m. If this is a deal that you want, can I have the assignment agreement already sent over to you? And then you can look at it. It's for $48,000. If it's all good, great. You'll just send me the $5,000 non-refundable EMD by the end of the day and it's sold. Okay, and there we go. That's 10, 12 grand. Okay, let me call up Jacob and make sure that see what the lockbox code is. He forgot to tell me the lockbox code. Guys, in the future, please tell me the lockbox code so I don't need to make multiple calls, and not just because I'm lazy. I like to be able to get the guy out there. I'm like, all right, cool, man. 3 o'clock. See you there. I like to get that on the first call, but that's okay. Let's call Jacob. You guys really think I'm full of shit when I say you can sell a deal and fast. You guys saw how we vetted him? See that? I was like, oh, cool. Do you have a buyer for me? He's like, no, I'm the buyer. I'm going to close. Are you going to close or are you going to double close? We made sure he wasn't a wholesaler. He doesn't sound like a wholesaler to me. This is Investor Lift. You guys want to check it out? Link below. It is not cheap. If you guys want. Jacob! Hey, yo, Jacob. Hey, Jacob, it's Max. Hey, yo, bro. I got buyers interested in your Cleveland deal. What's the lockbox code?
Yeah, so that one is a tricky one. So what's going on is the seller is very kind of ghost, not completely, because he was going through some health issues. He just had a stroke a few days ago.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, it's vacant though. There's no lockbox. Right now I am seeing about scheduling walkthroughs. You got a few that are wanting to walk it?
But I guess I'm confused. How do they get access?
He's fine with walking it.
Oh, he has the key?
Yeah.
No, I mean it's not preferred. I prefer if the buyers don't talk with the seller directly and the seller doesn't talk to my buyers directly. There's no way that the guy, I'll pay for the lockbox. I'll send him $50 right now. There's no way that the dude can just put the lockbox on there.
I mean, I could definitely make it happen.
Please make that happen. It's just going to help sell the deal so much faster.
Okay, awesome. You think we can move it at 50?
I'm going to absolutely try. It just depends on how it walks. I mean, if it walks like I hope, 50. If it walks like bad foundation and there's some problems, then maybe not, right? But the goal is absolutely 50.
Okay, awesome. And then you said you had a few interested parties?
I mean, I just started marketing it now, but I should have a few by the end of the day. So, I mean, I have some people who already want to go out there now. So,
yeah,
or at least one
that's
guy.
on face.
So,
okay.
So if you can just call the buyer and he can hopefully put a lockbox on it today, that would be great for me. And then I can get multiple people out there tomorrow.
Okay, that will do. I just heard back from him yesterday. The last couple of days he went ghost, but yeah. Now that he is responding out of the hospital, I will make it happen.
Okay, sounds good. I could have sold it sight unseen. There's just not a lot of pictures. There's some pictures, but usually sight unseen, I have to have like 30, 40 pictures to do that.
Okay, right. And that will drop the price too, right?
Typically, not always, but typically.
Okay.
But
well, cool. Yeah, I'll make one of the two happen. Most likely the lockbox, just because I mean, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep you posted, man. As soon as I can get it done.
All right, sounds good, Jacob. I got you, bro. I'm gonna get as many people out there for when you get me that lockbox. So just keep me posted, text me, and let's get this done.
Will do. Absolutely. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, see ya.
All right, have a good one. Bye.
24 hours though. I think we can. I could still sell it in 24 hours, but you guys can see why it's so important to. I love guys. Don't get me wrong. I love Jacob. Jacob's a great guy, but Jacob needs to follow the 28 steps that I showed you in the beginning of this video. So go to my free school group and you guys will get access to the 28 step checklist. And in there, as you guys know, You guys got to get the access sorted out. I don't want my buyers walking it with the seller. That's just a recipe for disaster. Well, I have my buyer showing up in the sellers. It's weird. It's weird. I don't want that. Preferably a lockbox. So if it's vacant, great. Like we need the vacant on lockbox. Got to get the lockbox code. We got to follow these 28 steps. We want to sell a deal in 24 hours. Do you know 24 was also a show back in the day? I did not know that. All right, let's call some more buyers, guys. That was too fucking easy. Let's get a few more buyers interested in this deal. All right. So this is what we have. If you guys just came back here now, we blasted our deal. Now we have 114 buyers that it's sent to. The click-through rate has now jumped to 17%. So 20 buyers have clicked on it. So I'm going to go back to our post and call some other buyers that have looked at it. I'm going to save this guy's number. This one dude was G. Hold on. I got another property closing in Dallas. That's a $35,000 assignment fee, and the buyer's texting me, but I'll answer him later. I'll just ghost a $35,000 deals for you guys. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. No stress. All right. Let me call some people on this one, but let me save this dude's number real quick. So I'm going to save his number. I would put him in my CRM, but for now, I should probably save Jacob's number too while I'm at it. So let me save Jacob's number. All right. What questions you guys have while I'm saving numbers? I'm notoriously terrible at saving numbers. Jacob, wholesaler. How do you put a lockbox on it if you're virtual? I have the seller put the lockbox on it. If not, you have to like get boots on the ground. I'm going to make the seller put it on lockbox. My contracts, guys, that I'm releasing soon, so just stay tuned for it. If you guys want my free contract, you guys can get it in my school group. But if you guys want my, it's how to wholesale.com. But if you guys want my paid contracts that are going to come out soon, my contracts require that the sellers put the property on lockbox. So I don't have this issue because this issue sucks. This issue has cost me tens of thousands of dollars. Abdu, just think that through. I'm gonna let you think that through while I save some numbers. What's the problem with the buyer walking it with the seller? What do you think could happen? Like that could be an issue. Why could that be an issue? All right, I'm gonna create this new contact. I'm gonna say buyer for Cleveland. This guy's gonna buy it. I have a good gut feeling. You don't see a problem? All right, I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna let you do that, buddy. I'm gonna let you do that. And yeah, that's fuck my $35,000. If he's a trusted buyer, I do agree. If he's a trusted buyer, it's not a problem. If he's a trusted buyer, for sure. But it's not ideal. It's not ideal. Okay. For the most part, you don't want that to happen. But if he's a trusted buyer, yes, that's fine. Okay. Let's call some more buyers. So I forget who that guy was, but that was a good call. Let's get this property sold. What's up, guys? Calling buyers, slinging deals.
Afternoon.
Hey, you checked out my listing in Cleveland, Ohio on Investor Lift.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you today, sir?
I'm pretty well.
You're gonna be even happier after you buy this house.
Yeah, which is the place that I looked at? Give me.
Yeah, it was on it was in 44120. It was a property, 3-bed, 1-bath. ARV is about 140. I'm asking 50 for it. Doesn't need a lot of work.
I just looked at it.
I think you just looked at it. I mean, worst case, I'll just send you over all the info again. Are these types of properties that you're typically buying?
It may be my sweet spot for now. Yeah, honestly.
Okay. Well, great. Are you doing fix and flips, rentals? What are you doing down there?
Feeling my way through.
Aren't we all? No, I get you. Is this
Feeling my way through? I'm looking at one right now. It says 44120 48 ARV 140.
Yeah.
Margin 92.
That's the one.
light rehab only,
That's the one.
as is and ugly. 12405 Soika.
There you go.
All right.
That's the comp. Our address is 12812.
That's on Soika too.
Yeah, it's on Soika.
Well, I'm looking at it. It looks nice, to be upfront and honest. The price is relatively cool. That selling is nasty, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, it needs a roof for sure.
I was interested, to be honest. Right now, the question is, where's this imaginative financing going to come from to create this deal? This deal.
What?
I have to figure out where some creative financing or some magical financing to come through to fix this, or to figure out how to get this, because I did like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, gotcha. I mean, yeah, if you have some hard money lenders that may want to lend to you on it, it needs to be hard money or cash. I can't do anything, creative on it.
So y'all don't do a regular FHA convention or nothing like that?
Oh no, not on these. I don't think it's gonna qualify. This needs to be a cash deal.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if you do find a hard money lender, let me know.
What about okay, I'm give that some thought.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, sir. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Tire kicker. Tire kicker. Tire kicker. Fucking tire kicker. That dude literally kicks tires for a living. Like, I don't know how you can get paid to kick a tire, but he kicks them. No, he did not sound. He was either so legit that he was so chill, or he was not legit. And I was like, which one is it? Not legit. I was like, what type of properties you buy? He's like, feeling my way through it. I'm like, sounds good, bro. I don't know what the fuck that means. I was like, that's the weirdest answer I've ever heard.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're...
That dude loves to kick tires. What's up, guys? 80 of you are live. If you guys don't know, we just dropped a free school group. So
You've reached Michael. Please leave a message. Thanks.
Go to this link. Hi, Michael. My name is Max. I got an off-market house here in Cleveland, Ohio. ARV is 140, and I'm looking to only get 50 on it, and it doesn't need a lot of work. Throw a roof on it, a little bit of cosmetics, and it'd make a great rental or fix and flip. Call me back if you're interested. There you go, guys. There is my pinned message is the new school group. Make sure to join. It's a 100% free course. I got a man named Mauricio. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mauricio, for texting me. I have no idea who Mauricio is. A lot of random people text me throughout the day. All right, let's call some more buyers. We got one good buyer. Unfortunately, they can't get access, so I don't know if I can sell this today. Did he pay for that? Did he pay for what? What do you mean my closed deals? What do you mean, Jesse? But yeah, guys, join the free school group. We got a bunch of good stuff in here. I put all my resources in here. I've been putting all my videos in here. Even Zach Ginn is in here. If you know who he is, I don't know. He's sort of irrelevant, but he's in there. Oh, speaking of this irrelevant guy, you guys know that Mr. Irrelevant dropped. Hey, I got an off-market house in Cleveland, Ohio. Are you buying there?
Not presently, no.
Oh, okay. Then what markets are you buying in?
In Cleveland area, but I'm not buying anything right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Do you happen to have any buddies that are buying out there?
That right now, no.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Kicks tires. But yeah, we gotta love Zach. I'm talking shit about Zach. I love Zach. Great dude. He just dropped a podcast with me, guys. Make sure to go watch it. I look handsome. He looks handsome. There's money in the background. Why would you not want to watch it? It's actually a pretty good thumbnail. So yeah, go watch that. I'm gonna keep calling buyers in the meantime. All right. Let's get someone to buy my house. I want to sell this house. I want to make $12,000. What do I do with that? What do I do with $12,000, guys? Probably buy more mics. It's a $550 mic. How does it sound? Sounds good? Does it sound crispy? Sounds crispy? Better sound crispy for $550. Is it quiet? Does it need to be louder? What do you guys think? I'm in all 50 states, bro.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Just tuning in. Is he selling deals? Yes, I'm currently selling a deal live. We have one buyer who is very interested, and I'm working on more buyers. I am just going through and calling buyers. I am using InvestorLift. It is the best Dispo software. If you guys want access to InvestorLift, you can pay for it using my links, or you can just send me deals to maxdispo.com and I will sell them. This is maxdispo.com. I have access to InvestorLift. I have a very, very expensive version that costs tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars a year. And that's what I'm using to sell these deals.
Telephone number 4.
Fuck. We'll find some more interested people here shortly. Bam. I need a little banner for the new school group. What zip codes in Cleveland are good to target? Honestly, anything is a good as long as it's cheap. I'm sure there's some better zip codes than others. I'm not extremely familiar with the Cleveland market to know. A good way to check is to actually look at actives. So just a little tip for you guys. So let's go to Zillow here real quick. All right, so we're in Zillow. So I go to Cleveland. Cleveland's a great market. So there's a few ways that you can try to find like what's a good market. I can see that there's a lot of actives like right in here. I mean, that can be good and bad. You know, you want to be careful. It's like, ooh, are things not selling? And you can start to see how many days they've been on market. If been on market a long time, then maybe that's a bad sign. Also, you can just look for sold clusters. So here, sold clusters are good. So I can see there's a lot of sold properties in this cluster right here. There's a lot. This is the past 12 months. Lot sold here. I mean, Cleveland's just a good market, right? But if you're like, Max, should I wholesale in this zip code, let's say? I don't know. There's not that much shit going on there. Maybe not. Another thing you guys can do is go to home type, go to houses. It's actually fine. And look for things that were built after, let's say in like the past few years. That shows you where there's a lot of like new construction activity and where a lot of investors are doing stuff. So let's say for year built 2024, sort of look for the clusters of new homes. So a lot of clusters in here. So this is probably a really good market right there. Good clusters in here, clusters in there. That's a clusters in here. This is a good way to know where the activity is. So all three of these are ways you guys can look at things. But like, I don't know, there's not that much activity in some of these areas, which is a bit concerning. All right, let's go back to selling the deal. Cilantro. I don't know what that means. Do you have a script? Yes, there's scripts in the free school group. Go to the free school group, howtowholesale.com. It is pinned. There is literally free scripts in there. Go to classroom, go to acquisitions, and then go to closer script, and then which is RJ script. And then you also, I have resources and stuff, and you also have Jerry Norton's script in there as well. There's a lot of scripts. Oh, there's also scripts in the intro to wholesaling too. There's a ton of stuff in this course. I poured my heart and soul into it. So please go and join. I think there's like 250 of you guys in there right now. Let's turn into the #1 wholesaling group. So howtowholesale.com, click that link, free course. Sick. I joined the group. Let's go, Abram. I have no idea. Tyler's on some weird shit right now. I got no idea what this guy's talking about right now. 5 guys, that sound good. If I'm a wholesaler, do I say I'm a wholesaler or a flipper? I wouldn't say the word wholesaler because it has a bad connotation, at least me personally. But I also wouldn't lie because I don't like lying. So I would just say, you know, the honest truth, which maybe your partner is a buyer. That's an option. You work with buyers, you find properties for buyers, something like that. Just the word wholesaler, though, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to people. People think wholesaler as like Walmart or Costco, right? Mike is crispy. Good. Money well spent. All right. Dude, never heard of cilantro, bro. Tyler eats at weird restaurants. Or just say you're an investor, which is very much true. You're just an investor. You're just investing, which is exactly what you're doing. Okay. Let's go back to call some buyers. All right. Should we call Orel? Orel here wants to buy this house in Cleveland. If you guys are just tuning in now, I'm currently selling Jacob's deal, which came from one of you guys. So literally one of you in the chat sent me a deal to maxdispo.com. I got this deal, ran the numbers, looked good. Hey, I got a property in Cleveland, Ohio. Do you buy there?
Sorry?
I got an off-market house in Cleveland, Ohio. Good zip code.
Yeah, I buy them.
Okay, great. Yeah, this one is in 44120.
Who is this?
My name is Max. I got your information on Investor Lift, sir.
Let me call you back. Send me a message, okay, please?
Okay. He's African, I think. Don't cancel me if he's not. I think he's African. Africans, well, I don't want this to sound racist, but some of my best buyers are African for whatever reason. They in some of these areas especially up, and I don't know why. I feel like Cleveland and I don't know if there's a lot of Africans out in like Ohio or something, but like I feel like some of my good buyers are African people from out there. I don't know. Just so happens to be that way, maybe. Maybe there's no connection. I think it's probably a culture thing, just a hardworking culture. They don't mind getting their hands dirty and making money. All right. Was it good? Nice. All right. I'm going to text this guy the info. So I got his number right here, guys. I'm going to text him over the info. So I'm going to tell him the address. I can tell he's a buyer just by the way he talked. Soika Avenue. And I'm going to say ARV is 140K. I'm going to say light rehab. I'm asking 50K. Needs about 20K to 40K in repairs. Cool. Done. Let's call a few more guys and I'm going to dip. I got work to do. Thank you guys for all tuning in. He sounds Arab to me, probably Middle East. Could be. I don't know. I'm just a white guy. I don't know anything, man. What zip codes are great for Florida for land? I'm actually going to maybe be coming out with a tool that will tell you the best areas for land. But just make sure there's a lot of new construction activity and you should be fine. So you have it for 50K and it's no. We have it for sorry, great question. Because you're just tuning in now, probably Jesse. We have it for 8,000 and we're selling it for 50,000 and it's worth 150,000 when it's fixed up. But it needs like 40K of work, right? So that means everyone can make money. The seller's selling it for a profit. The wholesaler who brought it to me is making money. I'm making money. The buyer who buys it's going to make money. Everyone makes money. And that's what makes a good deal. All right. Yeah, cool. All right. Call a few more. All right, guys. This is the last How to Dispo episode you'll ever see. No, I'm kidding. I'm just going to rename everything to How to Wholesale. Makes more sense. All right, a couple more calls. We got one good buyer interested. If I could have got him to walk the house, I would have sold this stupid thing. but he'll walk it tomorrow. I think he'll buy it. I think we'll get this one sold by tomorrow. So I think, guys, we're gonna be able to sell this house in 24 hours or less. I think. I can't give legal advice on this call, Justice. However, I can say a lot of people are getting away with basic contracts. I can also say what I would recommend.
Michael Madonia. Please leave your name and a brief message.
Oh shit. That was actually my buyer. Oh shoot, my buyer wants to call me. You know what? That's fine. Let him call me. We can end on that. I can also say, here's a little tip, guys. Is my contract good for Ohio? Is my contract good for Alabama? Is my contract good for California? Well, I'm coming out with my own contract here really soon, so just know that. But what I would recommend you do is send your contract into the title company, into an investor-friendly title company, and say, hey, I'm about to get this property under contract, or I just got this property under contract. What do you think about my contract? Is this going to be viable? Are you guys okay with it? That's it. If the title company's freaking okay with it, you should be good. Right? Are you live tomorrow? Yeah, I'm pretty much live like every day. So you guys can always tune in. Monday, Fridays, I'm live at 10 a.m. I was just late today because I was working on my rental properties. I have a lot of tenants and I have to get them all rented. And then Tuesday, Thursdays, I'm live at 5. But I think I actually have something with Carrot tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So that's cool. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to try to get this thing just sold to that one buyer that we found. He's going to call me back. I got other buyers who are interested in this one from my own buyers list, but I want to sell this one to him on the live stream. What we could, I could maybe sell this on this live. I actually have an idea. Hello, Terry. Fuck. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, is if this buyer calls me back, I'm gonna be like, hey man, here's what we're gonna do. You should be able to get access tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to send you over the contract for $50,000, but you don't need to put down the option money until tomorrow at 5 p.m. That way, I technically sold the house, but he can back out if he doesn't like the quality of the house, because I actually want to get this house sold on this live stream. If he calls me back, I'm gonna do that. That's what, how was LA? LA was fun, man. I got to see my family. Family is always fun to see. This dude's from Pasadena. Let's call him. I want that buyer to call me back so I can get this house sold. I'll update you guys tomorrow if it sells.
Please leave your message for 6.
Mother. I'm falling into madness. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to update you guys on if I sell this. Thank you guys for tuning in. I always appreciate you guys. Make sure to send your deals over to maxdispo.com. I'm also going to be selling a land deal today as well. So see if I can sell 2 deals today. That'd be a good little day. 10K a day keeps the doctor away. Actually, it probably would pay for a private doctor. I feel like if I made 10K every day,
Your call has been forwarded.
that's $3.6 million a year. I feel like I would just have a private doctor. So it would probably actually keep the doctor closer. I mean, at that point, I just buy a helicopter at that point and fly to it. Just anytime I need to go to the doctor, just helipad over to the hospital. I wonder if that's what Zach does. Let me ask Zach again if he does that. At least pays for some good health insurance. I mean, damn. All right, guys. Well, peace out. I'm going to just go and sell this deal, have my team sell the deal. And I appreciate you guys. Final call, final call, final call. Make sure to join the new free, guys. Join the new free course. Check it out. All right, he's not going to answer. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.